Good afternoon, I'm Celeste Granillo, and thank you so much for joining us for another installment of Breakthrough News. I'm actually taking this video on the road, and I am currently in Mount Zion National Park in Springdale, Utah. We are towards the trail heading towards the Narrows. Now, we wanted to get to the actual Narrows part, but it is about 55 degrees out here. The water's colder than that. So I'm going to have to come back in the summertime to do that. But it is absolutely beautiful here. It's sublime. I think it was Teddy Roosevelt who said that Grand Canyon was the most sublime place on earth, but I think this place is. And sorry, Teddy. But it is amazing. Beautiful rocks, gorgeous little streams and rivers right here. I could see why, though, a flash flood would be deadly. There's signs all over the place about it. I recommend coming early in the morning. If you live in Southern California, there is no excuse not to come here. If you want to do it in one day, it's probably about 8 to 10 hours. It's only a couple hours from Las Vegas, so you could break it up. My regret is I didn't come earlier in life. I should have come here much sooner, but is absolutely beautiful. So this is part of our national parks on the road. I just recommend everybody coming. You guys would just love it. Also too, yesterday there was, I don't want to say, I'll say an attack at a certain very famous headquarters in Northern California. It turns out the person who caused this attack did not fit the typical narrative of an attacker. She's a vegan, an Iranian, possibly a Muslim, and just shot and attacked people at will. So some people are unsure what to make of this, and I kind of find the whole thing intriguing too, by the way. It just seems very strange to me. However, so I'm sure more is going to unfold as the days go by. Also too, the markets, we need to be careful. If you're invested in the stock market and you are only invested in the stock market, you need to start diversifying. And some people are warning of a bear market. So you need to start looking at other resources, other areas to protect your wealth. I think right now the area of making money is done with the market for this time. I think now it's all about protecting it and what you've done. So bear that in mind. Do your own research. Do your own due diligence. This is an investment advice. Just consider it a light warning, because one day it's down 700 points, the next day it's up a couple hundred points, and that just shows volatility. So if you don't have the stomach for it, I don't know what to tell you, buy some Tums. But so there we go with that. So like I told you guys in February, hold on. Definitely, this is the time to hold on, especially with the tariffs going. That's just going to spook investors. It's going to spook everybody, and they're thinking the sky is falling. So anyway, so enough about that. I'm enjoying myself on this wonderful journey. Tomorrow we're going to be headed to the Arches. It's going towards Colorado. It's still in Utah, but I'm looking forward to that, going there. This has just been absolutely wonderful. You know, you don't even have to hike here. That's the great part. You could just take the tram. We got there, it was about a 35-minute wait this morning. But you could take the tram, and there's 9 different stops along the way. You can take it up and take it down. You don't even need to hike here. You could still see beauty. That's I think the great amenity of this park really is the tram. We saw deer on the way up. We've seen a lot of squirrels. We've seen different birds. And even though this feels like mountains, it's still a desert. And you think you're in the mountains, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you'll see cacti. So it's intriguing. I highly, highly recommend it. So this is Celeste Granillo for Breakthrough News, signing off from Springdale, Utah, Mount Zion. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in.